CIG is known for their attention to detail, and it is not a difference with their newest ship, an addition to the Star Citizen fleet, Mercury Star Runner. It is a first of its kind, as we never had any other ship from Crusader Industries. However, it is not coming without its flaws. And this is what we're gonna be talking about today. Now guys, sit back, take a glass of your favorite drink, and if you think by the end of this video that I did a great job, consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helped me and channel grow. So now guys, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start our journey from the outside of the ship, and I think CIG done an absolutely amazing job. It is not far away from the original concept we all pledged for. The only thing which from my point of view changed is that the ship is a little bit bulkier, we missed that main thruster, and also the back ramp is a little bit heavier and thicker than originally would. But I think it's for good, because now we can fit anything up to Ursa Rover size, and that's definitely a big plus from my point of view. So CIG from the outside, definitely 10 out of 10. Mercury Star Runner is a multi-role ship. It can do smuggling, cargo running and data running. So when you open your ramp for the first time, you will be welcomed with a very nice and spacious cargo bay. This cargo bay can carry up to 108 SU of cargo. However, if you're looking for some extra hidden cargo, there is some secondary cargo bay which is hidden behind the wall, which can carry up to 6 SCU. So altogether you can carry up to 114 SU of cargo. This big ramp also allows you to fit anything up to Ursa Rover size, so you can definitely get away with a couple of ROCs in the back as well, especially if you have some friends and want to do a little bit of mining, which at the end adds to the overall versatility of this ship. When we take a close look at the engineering, I think it's very nicely laid out and very well located, close to the main ramp, which will make repairs and exchanging components nice and easy, as you do not have to travel through the whole ship like in a Karak to fix a simple generator. So yes, in terms of Mercury Star Runner, I think that the engineering is exactly what it should be. Another thing to point out that engineering have another secret access to the hidden tunnels, but I'm not gonna show you how to access them, as you need to figure out on your own. Keep in mind that Mercury Star Runner have a big edge over its competition in its own class, which is medium-sized ships, just because it can do more things in the same time. Apart from carry cargo and do that very well, it can carry definitely more than Constellation and a little bit less than Freelancer Max, which apart from the Mercury Star Runner can fit in a small jump points, just to mention. Can do also data. We do not know much about this kind of gameplay as it has not been implemented yet, but we know that with this amount of servers it might definitely keep the lights running. Also these hungry engines, hopefully that's gonna be addressed and fixed in upcoming patches. Before we will leave the server room, I have to mention that CIG added this two beautiful battle stations exactly in the right spot in the middle of the ship, which are easily accessible to any member of the crew in any given time. So whether they are in a recreation, habitation, or carrying a daily task by doing a scanning, manifesting the cargo, or the data, they can quickly jump into one of these turrets and help to eliminate the threat. Also to mention that we get an upgrade from the original concept. We are now paired with 2 size 3 laser repeaters on each turret, and compare it to the pilot, which is also upgraded to 2 size 3 laser repeaters. This Mercury Star Runner actually carries a lot of punch. So apart from being absolutely useless on the paper from the original concept, we can now kind of confidently tell that it's definitely outweigh even a Cutlass, which was until now kind of king of versatility in a Star Citizen. Another very important room which we're going to be visiting right now in the Mercury Star Runner will be the scanning. The scanning room is a 1-chair room which kind of allows you and extending that data gameplay. So first of all, you're going to be tapping and scanning for the data, which will be later on stored on the servers, and then you're going to be encrypting them and do whatever you need to do with that kind of gameplay mechanic. This room right now at this point doesn't have any use, but from my point of view, for a 1-chair room, it's way too big, and it's kind of waste of space. So I would like to see something like maybe a little low tier med bay, or at least some armor lockers, which are desperately missing in a Mercury Star Runner. Moving towards the bridge, we will encounter another intersection with our first weapon racks in place. And this is a bit downside from my point of view, as these weapon racks are kind of more Drake style than I would expect from the Mercury Star Runner, with already represented with its nice, sleek and concealed design. So yeah, do not quite know what to think about that. On the left side we will have a recreation, and on the right Habitation, which we will look right now in a second. But before we head there, I wanted to mention these new buttons. These new buttons are kind of laid out the design for all the new multi-crew ships, and also will be later added in the old ones. These buttons allow us to open and close the door, as you would possibly guess, but you will be later on also able to lock the doors. This functionality already works, but you know, it's kind of doesn't work as intended. You can lock and unlock the doors from both sides, so it doesn't make much sense. Also, apart from that, you can control the sensor. So if you want to turn off that sensor and you really need or want people to use the door panels only, you can already do that in the Mercury Star Runner, and I definitely think that this is the right step forward. The one thing I do not like and kind of do not understand are these separate light switches. You know, you have them now in every single room, and you are able to turn on and off the lights or as you wish. What I would like to see is maybe these panels to be more multifunctional. So instead of controlling just the doors, I would like to these panels be also able to control the lights, and maybe have even the sensors for the lights as well, as you know, even now in the 21st century we already do have sensors, CIG. Another stop will be in a galley, or if you will, recreation room, which looks kind of like a copy and paste from Millennium Falcon. Now, yeah, it's a little bit different. There is a chest, not a holographic chest, and the chest actually works, and there is a kind of secret twist to it, which allows you to access that secret tunnels, which we were already talking about before. However, apart from that, I have kind of mixed feelings. It is really cozy, and I can really imagine myself spending a lot of time in there on long journeys. However, apart from that, I kind of still struggling with how the hell I'm gonna be eating my food in there, because apart from, you know, the chess table, there is not much space where I can kind of, you know, put my food and or eat it in a comfort. So that's definitely something I would address, but apart from that, I'm really happy. It's way more than any other ship in this class can offer. One of the last stops on our journey throughout the Mercury Star Runner would be Habitation, and I think this is one of the most successful places on the Mercury Star Runner itself, and me personally, I love it. I love that kind of, you know, area where you can just chill, sit back and relax, you know, watch some movie, edit the video, take a shower, or just, you know, go to the bed. The room is kind of separated, just that it's give you, you know, kind of that personal feeling. The lights are nicely dimmed and you can turn them on and off, which I think is absolutely awesome. There are two things I would definitely change, and we all know that CIG is very notorious for not having enough beds. I know that it's based on the lore, but I can clearly say that Mercury Star Runner could fit up to 6 people easily, and I would definitely love to see more beds in every single ship they produced, including the Karak, which I believe that 6 beds in there are just definitely not enough. Another thing is lack of intimacy, especially if someone watching a movie, maybe taking a shower and turning the lights on and off while you're trying to take a nap. I would definitely implement at least some curtains on each bed, so everybody from the crew have their own kind of personal space, but that's just me. Entering the bridge of Mercury Star Runner for the first time was one of my most epic moments in a Star Citizen. Total. The first most epic moment was when I was entering the Karak bridge for the first time, and I absolutely loved everything about it. But Mercury Star Runner have something Karak doesn't. It is a medium-sized ship. It's a ship which you're gonna be carrying or flying in for a majority of the time, as long as you do not have a big organization behind you you're gonna be working with or just carrying the mission with. But in case of Mercury Star Runner, it's something I will be flying myself, or I will be flying with maybe 2-3 people total, and it is a really fun ship. It has everything I actually ever wanted. It's unobstructed view, it has a lot of MFDs, with all the communication over there. Even my co-pilot have the ability to open the cargo bay, so he can carry out a couple of tasks, so I don't have to worry about him if I'll be flying the ship myself. I also do love these 4 weapon racks behind us, which allow us to kind of quickly react to boring action in progress. But guys, that's not it. The bridge is awesome, but there are a couple of more things Mercury Star Runner can provide, and the whole underbelly is, web of secret tunnels, which we might take a look right now. It might be hard to believe, but these tunnels connecting almost every single room in this ship, so you might be able to move like in Among Us between Habitation and a cargo without being seen anywhere else, just through these tunnels themselves. There's also nice mapping on the ground which you can see where you are and where you're actually heading, so you are not getting lost, even though that these tunnels looks exactly the same from any kind of perspective. And to be honest, me personally, I got lost a couple of times, so before I kind of noticed that. So this is definitely a really good addition. The only problem I'm having personally with these tunnels is that once you show them to everybody already knows where they are, and everybody already know where to look for them and how to get into them. So even though people with no knowledge about Mercury Star Runner can just watch one YouTube video, and that's pretty much it for them, and they can always find you in there or whatever you're carrying. So that's a bit downside, and I do not know how CIG want to address that. Apart from that, I think it's definitely a cool feature, and I'm absolutely giving a plus for that. Wish every single ship have one of these. If you are willing to compromise on lack of armor storage and only one entry and exit point, then Mercury Star Runner is indeed absolutely amazing ship. However, if you ask me whether to spend $250 by a launch of Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, I would possibly say no. It is a way too steep price tag for in-game digital asset, and you can get for the same price in about 3 AAA game titles, or maybe even new CPU if you ask me. It is an unfinished game, and you might not know if you will like that data gameplay because it doesn't exist at this point. However, what I would suggest is to participate in this Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, because it's also a free flight event, which means that you do not need to own any game package in order to participate. And if you will use that code down below, you will get extra 5,000 UEC for purchasing any kind of in-game asset, yourself. This Intergalactic Aerospace Expo will be in place from November 20th, which is by the time this video is released, and will go all the way to the December 3rd. You'll be able to rent for free every single ship which is now available in a Star Citizen. That's pretty much it from me, apart from the giveaway. If you would like to grind in a game without spending a penny, I'm currently running a giveaway for 100i game package, where you're gonna get not just 100i ship, but also a helmet coming along with that, 3000 UEC and 18 months of insurance on that given ship. I think it's a bargain, and the only thing you need to do in order to participate in this giveaway is to be publicly subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment any of my October made and November made videos down below. I will be picking up the winner on November 25th. Now guys, I have to say big thanks to NiftyNathan7 and Oblivion for financially supporting the channel via Twitch and Patreon. Also big thanks to Aces and Pogin for helping me shooting these videos, guys. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. Guys, consider give it a like, and if you think that I did or missed something out, just, let me know in the comments down below. Guys, it was absolute pleasure making this video for you. I'm another citizen, and I will see you in a verse.